Yes, fam, and welcome. GeekGamerTop on the microphone here, and fam, we have some news. Well, not so much of a major newsworthy kind of thing, but news that concerns the FGC. Yes, fam. So, Kohei Ikeda, the man that was part of Bandai Namco for 20 plus years. Yes, the man that was part of Bandai Namco and Katsuhiro Harada, the man the FGC fondly knows as Nakatsu, has finally jumped ship and has finally landed to VS Studio SNK Corporation Limited. Yes, the man that helped Katsuhiro Harada co-produce Tekken 8, Tekken 7, and Soul Calibur 4 has made it to SNK Corporation Limited and joined his former friend in Katsuhiro-san as part of VS Studio SNK Corporation Limited. Yes, fam, it is a changing tide in the FGC and the future of SNK. Yes, fam. Yes, before we get into the whole context of how Nakatsu has made it to SNK Corporation, we need to kind of go back a while back to December of 2025, where the man, the legend, the myth himself, Katsuhiro Harada, left Bandai Namco after 30 years of fucking service to Bandai Namco and Tekken 8 after the deplorable and mixed reviewed Season 2 DLC character pass that had Anna Williams, Fakum Ram, Armor King, and the mysterious ogre-linked Miyarishu. Yes, Katsuhiro Harada came onto Twitter and he released a public statement on December of 2025 saying that after 30 years of fucking service to Bandai Namco and helping to create Tekken 8, after a very mixed to mild, average, and well-received Tekken 7, Katsuhiro Harada came to Twitter at that time and publicly announced that he is leaving Bandai Namco after 30 years. Boy oh boy, a tide was changing. The FGC felt the wave that Katsuhiro Harada left for Bandai Namco after 30 years of being a part of Bandai Namco. The yes man to Bandai Namco finally left that time. Boy oh boy, weeks went with no word where Katsuhiro Harada was going to land up. We saw as the FGC him being at multiple game development studios. Yes, we saw him at one time being a part of Mortal Kombat, NetherRealm Studios, and Warner Brothers Game Studios. We thought that Katsuhiro Harada was going to help NetherRealm Studios create a new Mortal Kombat game. Boy oh boy, this was a turning point. We saw the ship that Katsuhiro Harada left at Bandai Namco finally crumbling in. Yes, guys like Micheal Murray, the last ever surviving member of Bandai Namco that helped Katsuhiro Harada create Tekken 8 and was part of a very famous video meme that Katsuhiro Harada did a while ago. Yes, if you know it, I will post it somewhere when this video is compiled, and you can actually go and check this video where Katsuhiro Harada told the FGC not to tell him shit. Yes.
And don't ask me for
in the video description below. Anyway, back to the context. So, Katsuhiro Harada, parts unknown, we wouldn't know for the next couple of months where Katsuhiro Harada-san was going to land up. Fam, it was a dark time that Bandai Namco had gone through. And this was before Season 3 that we are currently going through for Tekken 8. Yes, we have Kunimitsu and the next character that is coming in a couple of hours time, Bob. Yes, from Tekken 5 and Tekken 6. He is coming into Tekken 8. Then we have Roger Jr. and then the Baki favorites in Yujiro Hanama. Yes, Tekken 8 is kind of going through a lot, and boy oh boy, we thought that this was gonna be the end of Bandai Namco, which it is at the moment, but things can change. Apples to oranges, fam. Apples to oranges. Anyway, so the latest member to leave Bandai Namco with one other guy from Bandai Namco that joined Katsuhiro Harada at VS Studio. Yes, we saw a video on YouTube by Katsuhiro Harada announcing that he has landed at SNK Corporation Limited. Yes, the 2D fighter and 3D fighter. Yes, the guys that are in a very hot spot and to the liking of the FGC with Fatal Fury City of the Wolves and Season 3 and bringing back the Revenge Legends Edition. Yes, we saw the lineup and we saw Katsuhiro Harada explain his vision for VS Studio SNK Corporation Limited. Yes, he told us everything of Vanguard Spirit, the soul of how fighting games should be like, the competitiveness and the nature of fighting games should be within the studio. And he told us that further details would be coming soon, and he would be bringing a bit more of his ex Bandai Namco colleagues that worked with him. Yes, and we saw, boy oh boy, a couple of hours ago, we saw on automationmedia.com a press release saying that Kohei Nakatsu Ikeda has joined VS Studio SNK Corporation Limited. Yes, and has met up with a couple of old friends that he worked with on Bandai Namco and on Tekken, the series, the fighting game series, and a bit of Soul Calibur. Yes, a tweet was posted on automation.com and various gaming outlets where you'd see Nakatsu link up with old friends, one of them being Katsuhiro Harada, as part of the trio that would form VS Studio SNK Corporation Limited. And Katsuhiro Harada has expressed that more people of a creative mind and a creative sound share to his vision of SNK Corporation and his company that is backed by SNK themselves. Yes, to form and establish VS Studio SNK Corporation Limited. Boy oh boy, Nakatsu has come to SNK and he is going to help Katsuhiro Harada-san to revolutionize the way competitive fighting is meant to be. Yes, in the words of Katsuhiro Harada that he explained the vision of VS Studio SNK Corporation Limited. Yes fam, a couple of hours ago, Nakatsu has finally landed to SNK Corporation and has linked up with the man, the legend himself, Katsuhiro Harada, as part of VS Studio SNK Corporation Limited. So, where does this leave Bandai Namco and the current state of Tekken 8 and the Tekken series, and most probably Soul Calibur? Well, Tekken 8 is going through the most, but Season 3 of their DLC character pass for Tekken 8 is on course to being completed, with Bob coming out as the second character for their Season 3 DLC character pass. A couple of hours to come. Yes, we've seen how Bob has been treated in his latest trailers that form a part of his coming for Tekken 8. His speed, weight advantage is a very, very interesting nostalgia point for the FGC. But we don't know what's gonna happen thereafter for Season 3 for Tekken 8, as Katsuhiro Harada and Kohei Ikeda have finally come together and have kind of given us a preview of how VS Studio SNK Corporation Limited is going to look like. no further word has come out of Katsuhiro Harada on what game will be of VS Studio SNK Corporation as their first release for a revolutionary fighting game landscape that Katsuhiro Harada and Kohei Ikeda has now promised us. Fam, it's gonna be wild, it's gonna be interesting now that Nakatsu has finally joined VS Studio SNK Corporation Limited. We have to find out and keep our eyes glued at how the tides are gonna change for VS Studio SNK Corporation Limited and the litany of ex-Bandai Namco creatives and passionate game developers are going to steer this new company that is a part of SNK. Yes, we are in for a very, very interesting treat that Kohei Ikeda has now brought for us and has finally met up with a couple of friends. We will have to see, fam. We definitely have to see, fam. Yes. How is it gonna go? What's gonna be the future for Bandai Namco? How is VS Studio SNK Corporation Limited gonna work? Is it gonna be good? We will have to see. Are they gonna play the long game? Is Katsuhiro Harada gonna promise us what will be of the new future for VS Studio SNK Corporation Limited and Nakatsu finally being a part of the company that is backed by SNK? We have to see, fam. We definitely have to see. Yes, thoughts on how this breaking news of Nakatsu finally going to SNK and being a part of VS Studio SNK Corporation Limited. Sound off and share your thoughts on this newsworthy breaking news that Nakatsu has finally made it to SNK. Yes, fam, it's gonna be wild. It truly will be wild. We have to see, fam. We have to see. Anyway, that is it for the news that Nakatsu has finally made it to VS Studio SNK Corporation Limited. And the news on this channel about what has developed over the FGC in a couple of hours. Yes, fam, it's gonna be wild. Anyway, fam, thank you so much for watching. Hope those videos found you well, and go out and play some fighting games. I'll see you guys in the next one. Danko!